Yo, what's good, fam? Welcome to PNP. It's your boy Rashad, one half of PNP, and today we have another entry into the draft profile series. And this is a long-awaited one. I know a lot of people have been waiting for Kenny Pickett. I know Panthers fans are in a frenzy waiting for Rashad to draft profile Kenny Pickett. And here's the day. Today is the day, y'all. Okay. So again, before we get into this, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell, get these comments. Let me know what is good. Okay. We have a goal of getting to 15,000 subscribers before the end of the year. So we hit the subscribe button, man. We got a lot of subs to go in a little bit of time. So we need to accelerate this and hit that sub button for your boy. Even if you're not a Panthers fan, a Carolina Panthers fan, that is, hit the sub button. There's a lot of draft content, a lot of fantasy content that you will enjoy on this channel. So please do me a favor, hit that sub button. Okay, now let's get into Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett, 6'3", 220-pound quarterback out of Pitt. Another Panther, Pittsburgh Panthers, okay? So this guy is having a crazy season. Any kind of awards you want to be associated with a quarterback, he is either nominated or likely going to win that award, okay? He is a Johnny Unitas Golden Arm Award winner, so that goes to the nation's top senior / fourth-year junior quarterback, Heisman Trophy finalist, so he will be out in New York. Potentially could be a Heisman Trophy winner. That's on the board for him. Maxwell Award finalist, which goes to the nation's most outstanding player. Walter Camp Award finalist, which goes to the nation's most outstanding player. Davey O'Brien National Quarterback Award finalist, which goes to the nation's best quarterback. Manning Award finalist, which goes to college football's most outstanding quarterback. And Senior Class Award finalist, which goes to the Community Classroom Character and Competition Award winner. Okay? So, Kenny Pickett, again, statistically speaking, is having a great season, fam. This guy is literally quadrupling or doubling any statistic he's ever had in his career in 2021. This is his fifth year, as a redshirt senior. This is his fifth year of experience, and he has a lot of experience. So he started 4 games going back to 2017, his freshman season. 2018, his sophomore season, 14 games. Junior season in 2019, he started 12 games. 2020, which is the COVID year, he started 9 games. And then 2021, he started 13 games this season. So he has a ton of experience. Probably the most experienced quarterback amongst all the quarterbacks eligible to be drafted this year. So he's got a ton of experience, which is a huge plus. Experience is something you just cannot replace. Now, to look at these stats, bro, he's got 4,319 passing yards this season so far. Still has a bowl game left. And that literally almost doubles any stat he's had. I mean, you can X out the COVID year. He had 2,408 passing yards. The COVID year doesn't really count. Going back to 2019, he had 3,098 passing yards. So I give him credit. He's doing a great job. And the craziest stat is that he has 42 touchdowns. His highest output before that was 13 touchdowns. So it's ridiculous the amount of touchdowns he has throwing. It doesn't even count his yards on the ground, because he is capable of getting some yards on the ground. He does have multiple touchdowns on the ground. So he's got some production on the ground. So we got to compensate for that. He's not just a statue quarterback. He does have some athleticism to his name. Okay, but another thing I want to point out is, with all those touchdowns, with all those yards, with all those attempts, right, he only has 7 interceptions, which is down. That's down. His highest amount of interceptions before that was 9. Okay, so he is doing a great job, very smart with the football. Got to give him credit for that. He has to get credit for that. Okay, now let's get into some strengths and weaknesses for your boy. All right, so strengths, I got decision making. Again, I just spoke to that. 42 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. That's a 6 touchdown to 1 interception ratio. I'll take that all day, every day. Okay, give me that. Pause. Accuracy. He's accurate with the football. He's got a 67% completion percentage so far. He makes good decisions with the football, going to the right places. But I got to say this, in looking at some of the film I watched, a lot of the things are schemed up for him. A lot of guys he's throwing to are wide open. His receivers are beating guys. And again, not to take anything, I don't want to make this seem as if I'm taking anything away from him. But I don't see many of the tight window throws that I'd like to see. And again, it's not something we haven't seen, because we have seen it, just not at the volume I'd like to see. Again, weaknesses. You got the 1 year production. It is what it is. He's been around for a long time. He's got a lot of starts to his name, but this 4th year or this 5th year that he has is insane. It's insane, and one has to have some concern. You can go back and say, yeah, but Joe Burrow, yeah, but I don't know, Cam Newton, yeah, but all these other guys. But I'll say this: those guys do have Heisman Trophy awards next to them. They also have national championships next to their name, and they also have that in a very, very good conference, being the SEC. I'm not going to take anything away from them. It just is what it is. And the production, the 1 year production is a concern for me. I'm just going to keep it a buck. But, it is what it is. And the other concern is arm strength. Again, he's got arm strength, plenty of arm strength to get it done. But he doesn't have the rocket when I compare him to Matt Corral. Matt Corral, Malik Willis, they have rocket arms. In comparison to those two guys, the arm strength is not there. He tends to float balls a little bit. I've seen a couple passes where he zips them in there, just not as consistent as I would like to see. All right. So again, not a major ding. Neither one of those, right? 1 year production. Again, there's guys that have got around that. There's guys that have been successful in the NFL with 1 year production. And then there's guys that also compensate with the arm strength. So it's not a big deal. Neither one of those are deal breakers for me. It's just something that I would take in consideration before drafting Kenny Pickett. Now, let's take a look at some film. All right, let's get into these highlights, man. Kenny Pickett, this is a guy that does some great things on film. And there's a couple things that I want to point out. Again, what you're going to see is the ability to win on the ground. This guy, and it caught me off guard, right? I went back and watched a lot of games with Kenny Pickett, and this guy really gets it done on the ground. He can make a play out of no play. The off the script plays, when the plays break down, he can make something happen with his legs. You're not going to draw up run plays for him. You don't want to do too many of those, but he can get it done on the ground when necessary. And this is a perfect example of this in his first play. This is a read option play. Again, he tucks it. And this, his left tackle here does a great job of chipping and getting this guy and getting in the way and then making a lane. And Kenny Pickett, again, not afraid of the contact, right? He's willing to get hit, pause, but it is what it is, okay? So this is another play here. Kenny Pickett scrambles. He's going to scramble right, and he's going to throw to the left. This is a great play, getting out of the pocket, scrambling out of the pocket. And then boom, nice play in a tight window. It's a tight window throw. It's one of those throws where you don't see it too much from Kenny Pickett, but he will put it in a tight window. Pause. And there it is. Right there. Boom. And again, that's a tough throw. Underrated throw where you have scrambling right, throwing left to a receiver that's coming left. And then you have to fit it in that window. Good throw. And here's another play here. Kenny Pickett, boom, scrambling. I thought he scrambled a little bit too early. Again, this is sometimes he gets a little bit happy feet, and sometimes that's not going to work in the NFL, but does a great job here. Let's see, scrambles, nice play, throwing again on the run. This is play that he's throwing on the run, and this is about a 40-yard bomb to the end zone. So it's a good throw. And here's another one. This is another one where I think he vacates the pocket. He's got a clean pocket right here and vacates it a little bit. His right tackle is doing his job. Trust your guy. He vacates this. He leaves this clean pocket. And a little bit of pressure here. But if you step up in that pocket, you got either room to run or you have a clean pocket to throw from. So he vacates it. It is what it is. And makes a play out of no play. All right. Again, that's the play where he just threw here. So here we go. Here's another one. Kenny Pickett. Boom. Bomb. Again, so we're throwing from the 11-yard line. You guys calculate it for me in the comments. You do the calculation. I'm not good at math. 11-yard line all the way to the opposite 40-yard line. That's a great. Again, I'm not going to say he has the biggest arm in the world, but I'm not going to slight him for his arm talent either. He does have a arm, but he tends to float balls, okay? Matt Corral has the strength to zip it and really drive footballs. What I see from Kenny Pickett is floating. It's a difference. He floats the football. All right. So here's another play from Kenny Pickett. Again, that's where he stays in the pocket, going through his progressions. I like that. You see his head on the swivel right there. The internal clock in his brain is going off. I got to go. points this guy, hey, take off, off the script plays, take off. Then, boom, throw it to the back of the end zone. That's a good window. It's a good tight throw right there in the back of the end zone to a wide open guy. But I like that. Really good play from Kenny Pickett there. Again, here we go. Kenny Pickett dropping back from the 45-yard, the opposite 45-yard line. Throws it deep again that's a 55-yard bomb right there. Again, he has the arm talent. I'm not trying to say he doesn't have the arm strength. That's not what I'm saying. He floats this one deep, and this guy's wide open. Again, here's another. Again, this time he stayed in the pocket. I like this one. He didn't scramble. The pocket moved. This was a design play for the pocket to move. Let's see. Here we go. Design play. Let's move the pocket a little bit, but then he stays comfortable, and then boom, throws it over there. Great play right there. I like that play. That was a confident Kenny Pickett that I like to see. And then here we go. Another deep bomb to a guy, and that's what I like. Tight window. You got a safety coming over, back shoulder. Love that play from Kenny Pickett. That's a great play. And then we have the play. Y'all know I couldn't do a film session without having this play in it. Thankful for it not getting taken down. Shout out to YouTube for not taking this one down. But here we go. Kenny Pickett scrambling. And here we go with the fake slide. The boom up. Gotcha. You thought I was going to slide right here. So you let up. And then I'm taking off. A very, very headsy play. I do not like this. From the NCAA and NFL league rules standpoint, I do not like that play. I think it puts the defender in a very tough position, and I do not like it. However, Kenny Pickett is only taking advantage of the rules given to him. No, it's not a rule right now. I can fake slide. I'm going to take advantage of it, so I do not knock the player. I'm not hating the player. I'm not hating the game, but this guy's only taking advantage of it. They need to change that rule, though. All right, so that's what I got for Kenny Pickett. All right, let me put this PSA out for Panther Nation, okay? Kenny Pickett is a talented quarterback, but I need to tell you guys, especially a lot of guys that were commenting on my mock draft video, and they said, hey, draft the quarterback. Draft Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett's the guy. Let me explain something to you. A quarterback is not going to fix our issues. You guys are right. We do need a quarterback. Cam Newton is a bridge to get us to the future guy, the future franchise quarterback. I love Cam Newton, but we need a future quarterback on a rookie deal to take advantage of the cap savings and whatnot. So I think you win. The ideal situation is to win and build up your team so that when you bring in that rookie quarterback, he's successful from the jump. Case in point, look at all the quarterbacks that are successful right now, the rookie quarterbacks that are successful right now. There's likely only one, right? Mac Jones. Mac Jones, not the most talented quarterback of the group, by far. Trevor Lawrence is the most talented quarterback of the group. Trevor Lawrence has a terrible record. Why? Because he went to a badly run organization, and he does not have any help. He was drafted to save a franchise, and that's how you fail. You hear me, Panther Nation? That is how you fail. When you draft a quarterback and expect him to save you, you are setting yourself up for failure. You need to build your team up and put the cherry on top last. You draft your quarterback when everything else is perfect. That's how you get success. Mac Jones has success right now because he has a great offensive line. He has a great run game. He has a great defense. He has great coaching. That is why Mac Jones is successful. And he's talented too. Again, I was wrong about Mac. I thought Mac wasn't going to do well. I was wrong. Again, willing to admit when I'm wrong. But good quarterbacks go into bad situations. Don't do any favors for either guy. You're wasting years. You're wasting rookie years. You're wasting those precious years of a rookie contract when you can get your team right and then put the cherry on top. That is what I'm asking Panther Nation to do. That is what I'm asking Sky Fitter and company to do. Now, if a guy falls to you and it's just great value, then you have no choice but to take it. But we have bigger issues. We need to fix our offensive line first before we pick a Kenny Pickett or any other quarterback. Also to note, guys like Bryce Young, guys like CJ Stroud, it should tell you something. It should send off red flags. When those, if eligible, those guys would be better and more highly touted than the rest of the guys in the 2022 NFL draft. That should just tell you something. All right. And again, I'm not opposed to drafting a quarterback. It just depends who the guy is and because when you draft a guy in the first round, high in the first round, the expectations are there, right? You want a guy to be there and save the franchise. If you draft a guy in the third round, the expectations are completely different. So if it's in the third round, second round, okay, cool. But the number one priority needs to be left tackle for the Carolina Panthers. Point blank, period. Mic drop. Now, that was my message to Panther Nation. Kenny Pickett, again, talented quarterback. If he goes to the right situation, this applies to any quarterback. If he goes to the right situation, he can be successful, right? But if you expect this guy to go out there and just save your franchise from day one, I don't think he has that talent in him. I don't think he's that guy. Talented quarterback. I think he has the potential to have a successful career in the NFL, right? I don't think he's Joe Burrow. I think Joe Burrow is more talented than him, but I just don't think you should draft this guy and expect Kenny Pickett to save your franchise. That's just my opinion. I don't think any of these quarterbacks are capable of that. So that's just my PSA out for everybody that needs that thinks they need a Kenny Pickett. Again, I like the guy. He's having a meteoric rise to the top, and that scares me a little bit. But it is what it is. And get your money, Kenny Pickett. He's balling. He's balling right now. I can't wait to see his combine numbers because again, this is before the combine. This is before the bowl games, before the Senior Bowl, which I expect him to be at. This is before all that. So I expect him to have a monster offseason. And if he can do that, he could potentially be the number one quarterback. A lot of guys, I think Mel Kiper has him as the number one quarterback. A lot of people have him as number one. Some people have Matt Corral. Some people have Malik Willis. It's all over the place, okay? So that being said, I'm getting out of here. Make sure you like button, subscribe button, notification bell, comments. Let me know what's good. I'm out. Peace.